New features from Adobe and Maxon, an ominous sign of the AI bubble starting to falter, and an incredible resource for animators from one of the best to ever do it. It's Motion Mondays. Yeehaw! But first, a little MoGraph trivia. After Effects has been the dominant tool for motion designers for decades now, but have there ever been serious rivals in the desktop animation and compositing space? Stick around until the end for a trip down memory lane. Jake Bartlett, who has the second best hair in motion design. All right, maybe it's better than mine. Just dropped a video called the 100 plus best keyboard shortcuts for After Effects. It's a bounty of time-saving tricks, from common commands you may already know to deep cuts that'll save you a ton of time while working. Jake even shows you how to set up custom shortcuts using the keyboard shortcut editor. This video's got something for everyone from new artists to seasoned pros, so check it out and give Jake's Jake in Motion YouTube channel a follow. He is, as they say, the man. Half-Rez 2024 is hitting Chicago this Friday, and it's going to be a doozy. The Chop Shop is hosting, and they've cooked up a jam-packed day. At 1 p.m., you've got creative sessions with EJ Hassenfratz, Patrick Foley, and PJ Richardson. Then at 5:30, the main event kicks off with the legendary real-time cube races. Picture Cinema 4D cubes racing with absurdly elaborate espresso rigs. Speakers include Jonathan Winbush, Justin Cohn, and Colin Likes, but let's be real, the best part is the after-party, featuring networking, hanging out, and maybe enjoying an adult beverage or three. The Chicago crew is super welcoming, so if you've never been to a MoGraph event, this is the perfect place to start. Grab your tickets at halfrez.com. There may still be some available when you watch this. This week's spotlight shines on some incredible artists making waves. Ji Young Park's 2024 showreel on LinkedIn is a knockout, blending vibrant 3D with slick 2D elements. It's a masterclass in consistency. Remember, your reel is only as good as its weakest link, and Ji Young's floor is stratospheric. Vuko Studios' Andrew Vuko nailed it with a clever social post showcasing how subtle animation changes can transform brand personality. It's the kind of content that Haley Aikens talked about in our recent podcast. You can check that out. Planting seeds in clients' minds about motion's problem-solving potential. Make 'em Say's portfolio caught my eye with its blend of photorealism, surreal 3D, and killer camera work. Their reel is all killer, no filler, a versatility masterclass. Lastly, Mike Campo's Caitlin Clark project is fire, reminding us of the design in motion design. The compositing, energy, and clear line of action in each frame showcase the power of great composition. From real consistency to clever marketing and composition mastery, there's something to learn from each artist, so check them out in the links below and get inspired. School of Motion's Fall 2024 session is revving up for an October 7th launch. Go deep into After Effects, Photoshop, Illustrator, Cinema 4D, design, animation, VFX, you name it, we've got a class for it. And our interactive sessions are not just tutorials. You get unlimited feedback on your coursework, a verified credential if you complete the class, 24/7 community access, monthly live streams, and much more. And we've got some very cool guest speakers lined up for the fall. Sign up now to secure your spot. All the details are on our site. Also, our Somtember contest is still rolling. Sign up to get our weekly prompts early for more time to complete the challenges and to get a chance to win a free School of Motion course. Complete all 4 challenges by the end of September, and you could win a year of our new All Access program, giving you the ultimate interactive motion design curriculum to go through at your own pace. It's still in beta, but the feedback has been stellar so far. Head to schoolmotion.com/Somtember for all the juicy details on the contest, and we can't wait to see what you animate. Hold on to your wallets. Actually, where is my wallet? Anyway, Canva is tripling prices for Teams users, citing new AI features as justification. Many users aren't buying it. This isn't isolated either. Do you remember my recent podcast prediction about AI companies potentially needing to raise prices? Axios reports OpenAI's considering increases up to $2,000 monthly. Why? AI models are expensive to run. We might be in an AI bubble. Companies have been subsidizing development with investor cash, but reality is setting in. OpenAI is bleeding billions annually and needs to turn profitable eventually. Canva's move could be the canary in the coal mine for generative AI. And some of these AI tools aren't really great time savers if you care about design. It's like charging extra for a fancy hammer that doesn't drive nails any better. Are we finally seeing the true costs of AI tech? Is this the bubble bursting, or are these tools actually worth the hefty price tags? I want to know what you think. Are Canvas features worth triple the price? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your input could shape how we approach these tools in motion design's future. Are you familiar with Seth Warley? You should be. He's the guy who's been directing killer short films for Red Giant and co-hosting VFX and Chill with Hashi, who, by the way, will be on the podcast shortly. Well, Seth just premiered his first feature film at the Toronto International Film Festival, and critics are losing their minds over this grief-focused story featuring actor Tony Hale. The craziest thing? Seth pulled it off without a big studio budget, no doubt thanks to his extensive experience with guerrilla-style VFX and animation. I think this is amazing. It's like watching one of our own make it to the big leagues. Seth's been sharing his knowledge with us for years, and now he's living the dream. And this proves that motion design skills can be a secret weapon in filmmaking. So congrats, Seth. We're all rooting for you. True Grit Texture Supply just dropped a bombshell about Meta's new AI policies. Spoiler alert, anything you upload to Meta's platforms can be used to train their AI models. EU folks can opt out, but the rest of us, well, it's unclear. Are we basically feeding Zuckerberg's AI monster for free? Is it like giving away your secret recipe and then having to buy the cookies? What's your take on this? Is it a fair trade for using their free platforms, or are we all just data cattle now? Drop your thoughts in the comments, though. I suspect I know how that's going to go. Give it up for our School Motion Student of the Week, David Evans. This Oxford-based motion designer crushed the Cinema 4D Basecamp hustle and bustle exercise. David built a city piece by piece in an isometric view using MoGraph tools to create a mesmerizing build-on animation. The lighting is excellent, and the layout is so satisfying you could watch it on a loop. I love the bouncy overshoots, slick follow-through, and all of the little details that David added to the scene. David's clearly mastering the principles of animation in 3D, and we can't wait to see what he cooks up next, so keep crushing it, David. The International Broadcast Conference is wrapping up in Amsterdam, and companies like Adobe are making big announcements. After Effects is getting a major 3D boost. You can now trigger embedded animations in imported 3D objects. They've also officially added 3D shadow catchers, a compositing tool for adding shadows to footage from 3D elements. There's depth map extraction from 3D scenes for depth of field, 3D fog, or whatever else your creative heart desires. There's also 33 new animation presets to play with, camera and light controls in the property window for speedier workflows, and a UI facelift that better matches the look of other Creative Cloud apps. And PC users can rejoice because they've refactored the app for improved UI performance. Premiere Pro's not sitting this one out either. The new version features revamped color management, easier video cropping, improved playback and export performance, and beefed up properties panel features. Now here's the showstopper. Adobe Firefly's new video AI model has been announced, and some demos show how it could actually be very useful to editors. Imagine being able to extend shots with AI-generated footage that matches your original material. It's like having a magic wand for editors. If you need that establishing shot to last an extra second or two, Firefly's got your back. This Firefly announcement feels less like a novelty and more like a genuinely useful tool. It's a prime example of how Adobe tends to be cleverer with their AI implementations, focusing on solving real workflow issues rather than just jumping on the AI bandwagon, in my humble opinion. But maybe you disagree. What's your take on all this? Are these updates game changers or just flashy distractions? Will Firefly revolutionize editing, or is it overhyped? Let us know in the comments. We're dying to hear your thoughts on Adobe's latest moves. Maxon's fall release is here, and it's a doozy. The headliner, ZBrush for iPad. This isn't just a watered-down mobile version, it's a full-fledged digital sculpting powerhouse. Our own EJ took it for a spin and is raving about how the tablet interface makes sculpting feel more natural than ever. It's got a brand new UI, impressive performance, and it might just be the key to making the notoriously difficult-to-learn ZBrush more accessible to newcomers. In addition, Cinema 4D is getting a major boost with simulation enhancements, field system updates, new modifiers for particle simulations, an improved pyro system, and a boatload of new presets. It's like early Christmas for 3D artists. One feature that's flying under the radar but could be a huge help is the new Object Profiling Manager. It gives you a visual breakdown of which objects or modifiers are hogging your processing power, helping you optimize for render or viewport playback. Maxon's also beefing up their Maxon Studio app with new capsules. That's fancy talk for pre-built templates. It's part of their strategy to become a one-stop shop for all things visual creation. If you want to go very deep down the rabbit hole, check out Chris Schmidt's epic 2-hour deep dive on his Rocket Lasso channel. Fair warning, you might emerge with a PhD in C4D. What feature are you most excited about? Are you ready to sculpt on your iPad? Let us know in the comments. We're itching to hear your thoughts on Maxon's latest moves. Walt Disney Animation Studios recently dropped a gift to animators, a website that's basically the Rosetta Stone of animation. It documents their award-winning processes for modeling, rigging, look development, animation, the works. You can see clay renders, wireframes, and even peek at some of their character rigs from major Disney films that your kids have made you watch way too many times. It's like getting a backstage pass to Disney's animation department. Whether you're a total beginner or a grizzled veteran, this site's got something for everyone. Just know that you might lose hours exploring this treasure trove. It's enough to make you want to level up your own animation game. Disney's basically gifted us the animation holy grail, so go check it out. And that's it for this episode of Motion Mondays. So back to that trivia question. After Effects has long dominated motion design, but it wasn't always alone. Remember discrete combustion?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Before Autodesk acquired it, this early 2000s tool offered both layer and node-based workflows. I used it for tracking and roto work, as its tools really outshined After Effects. Using combustion also improved my AE skills by revealing what happens under the hood when you composite. Apple Motion, still around but previously bundled with Final Cut Pro Studio, was cutting edge with fast playback, a powerful particle system, and innovative UI. Its pre-comp handling still makes After Effects users envious with its folder-like functioning. Apple also acquired Shake, once the go-to for big-budget films, but sadly let it fade away. Fusion, now under Blackmagic, is still around but better suited for compositing than motion design. Avid DS Nitrous was the high-end option, requiring special hardware, but beloved by some for its deep toolkit. Today, we have HitFilm, a versatile video production tool, and Cavalry, turning heads with its procedural 2D animation tools. By the way, watch for my upcoming podcast with Cavalry's creators. In my opinion, AE's dominance isn't just about features, it's the ecosystem of plugins, communities, and educational options available. These other tools had strengths, but never built such a broad empire. However, they might inspire future innovations in motion design software, so hopefully you found this history lesson useful. And with that, I hope you have an amazing week. Don't forget that our Fall 2024 registration is in high gear. Make sure to sign up for our October 7th session to lock in your spot and upgrade your skills. And check out our Somtember contest for a chance to win free school motion training. That's it for this episode. I'll catch you next week.